Okay, we should now be live. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another Fire Emblem Heroes live stream. And in today's live stream, we're going to be going over the latest Datamine stuff, as well as stats from the new characters. We'll see if there's nothing new. Like I said, we'll see. But for the most part, supposedly it just started. I have no... supposedly, from what I'm hearing, the update already happened a few seconds ago. So I'm gonna check real quick. I've been farming in SAO MD currently, so I didn't even check to see if there was an update. It just, out of nowhere, was here for us. So I have to make sure, and it is true, 24.6 megabytes, so the update is now out. So, if you guys are new to the whole deal, of course, it takes a while for the stats to come out, like 30 minutes to over an hour. So if it takes a long time, now you know. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't. We'll see. Hopefully there's nothing too new. But like I said, we'll see. And of course, today's live stream, like last time, we are gonna be having some special guests. So I'm gonna try to get you guys some lovely songs up. I'm gonna be trying to see if that works, if I can balance them correctly with the chat and the music in the background. So hopefully this is not too loud. And let's see if we can get some peeps with us today. So like I said, we'll see. It usually takes a while. So the reason why I'm doing this is because it's gonna take a long time before we actually get any stats. So hopefully we get company and we can work some stuff out. Welcome to the stream, Inkling. How you doing, my dude? I killed my 2+2 BK to give my Olivia steady breath. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? But who needs BK when you have a diddly darn DC Alphonse? I mean, hey, true. If you have a unit that does similar or a better job, yeah. I could say yes, except for the fact that BK can learn some special B skill moves that no one else can. So, is it really worth it? It's up to you. Personally, I don't think it was. But for you, it might be. And it is. So, it's that. I'm gonna let the peeps on our Discord know that we are currently live. Okay, and so hopefully we get some peeps joining in with us in the chat room, currently on Discord. We'll see, special guests. But okay, so pretty much same deal. It takes a while for the stats. We're gonna refresh GamePress and Reddit a few more times. Samoa's arrival. Is there a new? No, not yet. They just put that there. They don't have anything new for GamePress. Let's see if there's anything new on the Reddit. Updates out, and okay, so yeah, so far, we have currently nothing. So I'm gonna say this again, it's gonna take a long time before we get anything. My account is just a meme at this point, and it's great. Personally, I would not have sacrificed a +2 Black Knight at all, just because we may never get Black Knight again. But for the most part, I would have made a second account, so you can meme in that account. But then again, you might not be as lucky in that account, so I could see why you probably did it. But personally, in my own opinion, Black Knight, for what he is, he's really good, a very limited unit. I would say a lot more limited than any special banner character. It's okay, I didn't use him much anyway. So, that's true. In the end, if you're not using that unit anyway, what's the purpose of keeping that unit anyway? So I see what you're getting at. I killed everyone for guys as well, so yes. Makes sense. I can see why. I know Strategist Master. He likes to pretty much kill bench fodder, so that he can use other units more. So there is that. So, you're not the only one. You really aren't. So hopefully we get more peeps to join with us today. Oh, let me see who joined us. Hey, how you doing, Red? Or Red Jurek?
Hi, I'm not doing that bad.
That's cool. So of course, this is Red. You do piano stuff from several different games and musics and FEH from time to time, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so I'm the Kagero soloist. I specifically focus on Kagero. I also do True Souls with Spring Kagero and Morgan occasionally as well. And I also do music on my channel as well. I'm planning to push out more music content, but right now, the summer is pretty busy, so, um,
I can
yeah.
see that. I can see
But,
that.
yeah. But, so, sorry, do you have a stream that you have going on right now?
Oh, yes. That's why I said I was live in the chat. So, of course, if after the stream, I'll try to get his link in the description below for you guys. But yeah. Where's the channel link? I will put it after the stream. I'm not gonna currently edit it now, so we can focus on when we get the stats. So like I told the stream, and what usually happens, it takes a very long time before the stats come out. And it's just it's because they have to go through the code. So it might take 30 minutes, it might take 15 minutes to go to like an hour before we actually get stats.
Right, for sure. I'm gonna check the stream on YouTube and just mute it on my side here.
Okay.
So yeah, how have you been, man?
Decent. Looks like we already got the stats. If I don't know if this is gonna be correct or not, we'll see. Reddit, Fire Emblem Heroes. Let's go back to that again. So I'm gonna say this right now. Take it with a grain of salt. These stats could be fake, but if they're true, then they're true. This was on the Reddit. Let me see if I can find it again on news. Hopefully the music is not overpowering our voices, hopefully, including Red. So let me know if it is, guys. I mean, there's currently one person right now. Today, it's not many people are here. Usually we get about 10 people, or more, so... If those are legit, I'm shocked by 37 speediness. Yeah. Okay, so... Grain of salt. Let's see if this is correct. I don't think it is, but it's a different language, so... Would the names be different for a different language? I'm trying to think right now.
Wait, is it actually James for... Wait, what language is that?
I don't know. Let me see. So, supposedly somewhere right about battle 40 stats. They don't say anything what the language is. Okay, so Tana's correct. The name's Tana's correct. Nor Cordelia. That's a red flag. Why is Ines named James? Then everyone else is correct. I'm not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna believe it if only one of them has an incorrect name. I'm not gonna believe it. Like, that's just a red flag.
James is a very different name from Ines, so...
Yeah, the thing is, everyone else has this correct name, so I'm just gonna discount it for now. But you know what? Let's check the stats anyway to see if it looks like it's to be fake. What were the person thinking? You know, why not? I mean, to be honest, I have no idea if they're gonna be real or not. So 42 HP, 33 attack, 37 speed, 30 defense, and 20 res for Ines. The fake James here, the fake stats. So, if that was the case, what do you think, Red? Not bad? Bad? Good? Normal?
We're looking at an Axe flyer here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the stats look pretty typical. I think that 37 neutral speed, if that is correct, is a pretty good speed. So at speed boon 40 without an A slot, and then we already have like that spectrum below Axe, which is guaranteed to be correct. So again, you're reaching 42 speed with a speed boon, with just that weapon. Yeah, so I can see if this is the correct stats, mind you.
We don't know. We don't think it will be just because this name is James, while everything else is correct. So we don't know.
Sorry, I'm just gonna paste my YouTube link for. Oh, never mind. Cannot.
Oh, it's
Inkling artist. if you want to find my channel, my name is the exact same, RedDrax73. Um, I'd really appreciate the support if you do want to support me in my solo escapades as Kagero. Anyways, yeah, I really wish to say this is like true. If it is, like, I think it's pretty good. An attack or speed boon would be amazing. Um, defense even could be viable in some ways too. You're not gonna use her Innis for a res tank in that regard.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that he was gonna have low res because he's a Wyvern rider, but a lot of people were saying he's gonna have high res just because of his normal version of himself.
Right.
And
yeah.
okay. Oh, something I remembered. HP, because in the trailer they do show the correct HP values, and Innis is 42 HP.
Yeah.
45 HP Tana, 36 HP. Oh, I think it is correct stats just because of the HP, but.
Thank you, Inkling Artist. I really do appreciate it. I'm a very small channel, so any momentum we can get is hype. But yeah, I see. This is where I'm not sure where to put my stats in, like the weeks and stats. Like, unless we know it's from a credible source, it's all just wishful thinking, right? Like, yeah, compared to regular Innis, you'd think that he'd have a higher res, but typically the only Wyvern flyer that has high res is Camilla, right? So
yeah. Camilla's more even. If it's the New Year's is higher defense, very low res, while the normal is like kind of even with defense and res. So
yeah, sure.
I think I like the speed. The speed I think is really nice with the HP value. I mean, 42 HP, that's like 62 damage you can take, which is not the best because there are some high attacking red mages. Can't remember her name right now. There's some others like I can't think of the name. Sonicy. I can't think of the other one. But there's some high attacking ones with like maybe Triangle Depth or not. I don't think Triangle Depth's much as a used A skill. Probably something else. But there's probably high attacking ones anyway for Innis for them, so they could probably easily still one-shot Innis. Which I don't know why all of them looks correct except just the name for him.
Yeah, like again, it's just Stragasaur. I'm trying to.
Hey, what is his stream? K-Dog. Oh, sorry.
His name's his English name, his English title is Night Paradise. No. What was his?
Not too sure. Lilina, thank you for reminding me who it was. Lilina. Lilina is probably the most likely to one-shot him. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm sick by the way, so
no problem. Take as much time as you need.
So, like, comparison-wise, I guess, like, the other green axe options people are going to use would be still Camilla, Baruka, and Shersh, all of which are more budget.
And more bulky. They have more defense.
I mean, but the thing that Innis, if these stats are correct, has over all three of them is that he has, like, the highest speed. And decent, like, really good attack and speed. And he also comes with defense feint 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right? Yeah, that's true. Yes, so that in a sense kind of makes him get 40 attack or whatever units you're using too. So.
Yeah, for sure. And you don't necessarily have to use Rally as his assist. You could have another teammate use a Rally on him, and then have that manual defense ploy, which I think is really cool. I think the feint skills are skills in general that people are still going to sleep on because, we've only had one feint skill so far, and not a lot of people have had the chance to use them. But I think they're going to be really good skills for a lot of general use, arena included. They
Yeah.
are more costly B-slot skills.
The only problem with them is they're on basically special units, so that's the only bad thing going for the skills right now, but who's to say they'll be in the main focus banners in the future, so we'll see. Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
I think a lot of like... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I mean, if you have one more thing to say about him, we'll continue on
Oh,
afterwards.
well, I was just gonna say, in terms of defense feint, or any of the feint skills, like, all these skills that get added to the new summoning pool through these limited units, eventually will get added to the regular summoning pool down the line. You know, we saw that with Barb Shuriken, right? Like, Kagami Mochi, for the longest time on daggers, was our slaying dagger option, but we never saw it for the normal summoning pool until they threw Kaze into the normal summoning pool, which I think was an amazing choice by them. Attack Smoke 3 for 4 stars. That's really awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking to see if there's anything else popping up. Not yet. So let's go on to Tana's stats. We don't know if they're fully correct yet, just yet. We have to say that again. But we'll make sure by the end of the stream that these stats are correct, or if they're not. So let's continue on. So of course, Tana's is of course normal 35 HP. All these HP stats are correct. We made sure to go through all of them with the trailer. Okay, so 35 HP, 33 attack, 36 speed, 20 defense, and 25 resistance. I'm gonna say that that also looks average, but I would say she has a better stat line than Halloween Nowie. I gotta say that off the bat. Better stat line than Halloween Nowie.
Oh yeah, way better. And I think her weapon is, in my opinion, way better too. Giving like guidance to every unit on your team is pretty nuts.
And continue.
Oh, well, what I was gonna say, just an interesting note for soloers. This is definitely a unit that's not that soloers are very interested in, because being able to give your fillers the option to move around even more means that you get the option to continue keeping your units out of the way of the enemy team. Which I thought was really interesting, that because we've developed our own soloer template, we pull for different reasons. But yeah, in general, seems like a really good red tome.
I feel like
probably...
Oh yeah, continue. I was about to say something.
Oh, well, the only thing I was going to say was she'll probably use Rotter Blade really well.
The thing, though, is her base weapon does give her 3 more speed, and of course her A skill as well gets her another 5 more speed, so if you had neutral, it'd be 44 speed base. Yeah.
Well, typically I've seen the, what's called, average speed on all units went from 32 in the base game, around that speed, right, to 34, and now seeing 36, if this is correct, neutral 36 is insane. Again, like...
Yeah, she's actually really good with what skills she's got.
She comes with attack speed push, right? She's the one who comes with...
Yeah. So she has the additional 5 attack and 5 speed along with everything else. So like I said, base 44 speed is already quite a lot. Given that there's already, like, Aira and, like, base 40 speed units, which, of course, there could be some people who have plus speed, but we're not gonna go full into that just yet.
Right.
But...
And, like, her name title, Agile e Noble, it does look more like her name title in English, which is Noble and Nimble, I think. So, what I was confused about Innis is, if that was a supposed leak, it looked like Solar being Sun, and I don't think it was Sun in his Solar Strategist or whatever, so I'm not completely certain.
I'm gonna keep refreshing, but yeah, personally, looks like that is still correct. Zonic. So Zonic just recently put out his Let's see. So her base is 30. Okay, so 35, 33, 36, 20, 25. So the stats are correct by the looks of it. 33, 37. Yes. So Zonic is the official stat person.
Okay.
So we're gonna go based off of that. We're not gonna do different language. So this is correct. For some reason, that name was different as James. I have no idea why, but I guess we're gonna skip Tana, we're gonna skip Noor, and we're gonna go to Cordelia, the one that I was most interested on summoning for, compared to most people who are kinda with. Hopefully you guys can see it. If you guys don't, I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see the stats. Hopefully you can. I can probably put this in full screen. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. How you guys doing on chat? But Cordelia has 41 HP, 32 attack, not the highest, but 38 base speed. Let's keep a note on that one, because that's very important.
Gosh,
that's very important. 38 base speed, 28 base defense, and 18 resistance. Now, the main consensus on blue calves was that it was pretty much like even attack and speed, so like 33 to 34, like the most common you can get from merges are usually like around the 33s to 34s, both for attack and speed. But because she has a base of 38, that's gonna change some things, because she could be the best blue horse cav in the game with that base speed. And I want to say this, 28 base defense is not the best, but is workable.
Yeah, for sure.
And of course, her Ignis is always going to be resistance, which is okay. That's okay. That's normal. We don't care about resistance. We don't care about getting hit by mages. But the only thing I could see be a problem is her low, not the best attack. But with 38 base speed, I think is not going to be too much of a problem. What do you think? I mean, her base weapon too. You gotta figure that in too, and her A skill.
Yeah, like her 38 base speed is nothing to just laugh at. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
An attacker speed boon will probably be really good. Res Bane is probably gonna be your best Bane in a general case. Because again, you're not gonna want to take any magic hits. I don't know if she'll wants, yeah, probably not Brave Lance unless you have a plus attack, but
I don't think would be best for her, just because her base attack is not that high.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you had a plus attack, I don't think you want to go Brave Lance. Maybe Slang Lance. Her base weapon is actually pretty good, but she'd probably rather have a more focus on attack and speed over having, Fire Sweep Lance. That will also be really good for her.
Fire Sweep Lance, her base weapon. I want to say her base weapon just because that gets her to a base 40 speed, along with her A skill that gives her 4 more... Is it attack? Or no, it's attack and defense, might be. It's base 40, and like I said, plus 4 defense anyway with her attack. She's going to be more player phase than enemy phase. Just something
a couple people in chat are recommending Fire Sweep. Yeah, Fire Sweep's a really good option for her now that you guys mention it. Like, Fire Sweep, Life and Death would probably be, quote unquote, the best budget set you could run.
Same thing as her Flyer option, funny enough.
You know, like, with her current stats, it just shows, like, how many blue lances need that, like, their own personal weapons at this point. Like, Matilda and Sully, like, they quickly ran short of being, like, usable blue cavaliers now in this current meta.
Yeah. I mean, I use Camus, but anyone else? Not really. Oscar's is pretty much there for Arena Assault or for fodder. I got like multiple 5-star versions of him, so I'm like fodder at this point.
Yeah. And like of the two, like Oscar and Sully, like I'm gonna choose Oscar just based on better stats. Sully does have an innate sword breaker, so she's good for free to play use, but you know, yeah, like with the release of she was the one who's Knight Paradise. Okay, yeah, with the release of like 38 speed Cavalier version of Cordelia, and even you know, recent legendary Ephraim, we definitely have a lot more of a better choice for blue Cavaliers now. So I can see where IS might be pulling their new PRF weapons in the future.
Oh yeah, there's another unit, Roderick. I know there's a person who goes for +10 Roderick. I can't think of his name at the moment. But
yeah,
Roderick is another person you could use, but I'm tempted to go for Cordelia even more now, just because I kind of like Cordelia. She's kind of cute in that outfit. She doesn't need to show much just to be a little cute, and I'm really thinking about going for her and making a fire suit build for her. I'm actually really tempted.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would work. It would obviously work really well, and I can't lie. Like, she doesn't have any skills to offer for my Kagero to solo, but damn, her artwork is so fine. I can't lie.
Yeah. I was just thinking about. Oh yeah. So yeah, we did say Oscar already, Divas. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Oscar is probably the best choice because I think he has better base stats than Roderick, if I'm correct. So
yeah, I think so. Harry, because there's so many Blue Lance Cavaliers. That's the other thing, right? And there are a lot. Like, Jagan is the absolute best res, but doesn't have anything apart from that. Where and then there's Berkut, Perry, Sully, Camus. Oh gosh, that's still so weird saying that. Oscar, Roderick, and, Ephraim, and Cordelia. And the ones that stick out in my head now are going to be Cordelia, Ephraim, and Oscar as a merge project. But
okay, so her base skills. I mean, I think it was Sages, that pretty much said that, or who was it? I don't know who it was, but someone said that since she didn't give that many great skills, she's gonna have really good stats. So I think that's kind of true to what ended up happening. She didn't give us the best skills, but she comes with really great stats.
yeah, exactly. They're gonna make these units appealing in some way, but also in another way, like their art in general, like, all looks pretty good.
Me personally, Noir is probably my least favorite, but aside from that, they have their own quirks that make them nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, anything else?
Oh no, not much. Cordelia just doesn't offer a lot of like skill inheritance that you would really want to look for. Most people who are going to look for Cordelia, in my opinion, are going to look for either her artwork, her stat line, or both. And honestly, all three reasons are valid to my concern.
Okay, so we already did go over Innes and Hana already. So last but not least is Noor. The unit that I was thinking of using, or trying to get at least one of, because I kind of like her. I don't think I don't think this version of Roar. And if I ever do get her, I plan on foddering her. But aside from that, let's look at her stats. So her stats are 36 HP, 32 attack, 36 speed, 27 defense, and 20 res. Me personally, I thought she was going to have a lot more attack than that, just because of her skills, but I feel like they're trying to focus on more of her with her skills than her stat line. She's an archer, so don't expect much.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people in a lot of the communities that I'm a part of are like saying to go for Noir if you go for any, because of Infantry Rush and how powerful it could potentially be in the meta.
I personally don't think it'll be that powerful.
I'm indifferent. I've just heard a lot of people saying that like that's what they're gonna go for. The thing about having a drive heavy blade, or heavy blade in general, is heavy blade, it gets you 2 potential charges for every attack that you have with greater attack, right? But if you don't have the ability to double the enemy unit, you're only going to get a net of 2 charges at most, or 3 if they attack you back.
And the thing is like, I think someone commented on the last stream, whereas the plus whatever charge is only for your allies. And I know they buffed it up for like 2 spaces. Me personally, trying to do it with that and trying to focus on moving your allies to get that buff, I think is a bit too much for practical use. Good on paper, but not in practice. I think, Akarius, or I can't say his name correctly. Akarius? Pretty much a Twitch streamer. He also posts FEH YouTube stuff of his reactions on Twitch. But anyway, personally, I to him, I don't think you should summon on the banner just for Noir and the new C skill. What is it called? The infantry push.
Infantry rush.
Infantry rush, might be. I don't think you should summon for it. Me personally, I don't think so.
You know what? Like, for anyone who's free to play, you should never summon for just skills. You should always summon because you want that unit, like, in general. Like, you'll actually use that unit. If you're summoning for just skills, it's either because you personally just want to build up only one unit, which happens to be something like me, or you are a collector, which also happens to fit my bill.
I think that goes 50-50 sometimes. I think up to a certain point, if you want to be better at the game, you have to go for the skills, but not all the time.
Yeah,
there's a fine line.
IS is getting better and better at giving us more good free-to-play skills. Like, Linus has brazen attack speed, and Connus had res tactic. And unless you were really devoted to merging those characters up to their highest merge rate at this time, like, you can definitely use those skills for fodder to make some of your older units better, for sure.
Yeah, Davis brought up a good point, saying you should probably wait if you're free to play for the legendary banners for these characters.
Yeah,
and personally, that's a really nice idea. That's probably the best thing you could do.
That's the best way you can save your resources, to just go for the legendary banners. But you have to keep in mind that, like, if you want to pull for someone specific on legendary banner, that's not the best way to do it. Yeah, like, I'm gonna pull for the fact that I want infantry rush immediately, but more for the fact that this is the first time Noir's been in this game in any rendition. And so far I've had every Awakening Child unit, so I don't want to miss my chance. I think, like, Noir's gonna suffer the same problem as Charlotte, where both Charlotte and Noir, even though they have their own respective fan bases, they're still going to not get a regular version of them in the... Oh my gosh, that artwork.
Which one? I was just, like, going through all of them when you're talking, and I was just, like, looking through all of them, because I think we've seen all of them already. What was it, Noir's?
Yeah.
Let me see. Was it the one that was
I was purposely trying to avoid looking at artwork so that I wouldn't get more enticed into pulling immediately. Please understand.
Okay, yeah, I was just showing the stream, just in case if they were interested, and if they, of course, didn't go and check for themselves, which you should. You should definitely. Like, I was just looking over this one that has, like, all these, like, dots over her body. It's like, what? What's the purpose of that? Who knows?
That's interesting. They've never had that before in their artwork, have they?
This right here, the model artwork.
Oh no, the dotted Noir.
Oh yeah, the marks, the plus marks. I think that's just something new with her, because I noticed in gameplay trailers she holds the arrow differently. In most cases, it's the normal archer look, but instead she holds it, like, differently, weirdly. I can't explain. It's like, you would have to see it for yourself. It's different compared to other archers. Maybe it's something to do with that. The animation, so... Anyway, let's stop looking at the pictures. So I'm gonna, of course, copy this link for peeps on my not Twitch chat, but Discord. So I'll say this right now: join my Discord, and I mean, you could. I mean, I could probably put your Discord in the description below if you have one, if you want to. But I'll try to get to your channel link in down there as well. Are the starts out yet? Stats, words. Yes, they are currently out. We just went over them already. So here you go. So let's go over them again. I mean, personally, what is your favorite out of all of these?
Mine? Like, if we're looking, like, just straight stat-wise, I'd probably say Cordelia. Just because I like that 38 speed.
Yeah.
If we're going artwork-wise, I'd still say Cordelia, because red is in my name for a reason. It's my favorite color.
His channel's name is Red Drock. What was it again? I am really bad at this.
I'll post my name in the chat. I'm RedDirac73. I am the Kagero soloist. So I'm still a very small channel, but I am definitely I definitely love working with other people, and being here is just it's an awesome time. Thank you for having me, by the way. I really appreciate
you're welcome.
to meet you.
Yeah, you're welcome, my dude. I would love to see if more people joined, but I guess not, which is okay.
Yeah, it's still fun to be here regardless. Yeah, so I think Cordelia is going to be my top pick, but again, I also have every child unit thus far for Awakening, so I definitely want to get Noir. Join our Discord. Okay. Just reading chat. Yeah. Who's your favorite unit?
I was gonna go with Noir, but the problem is I'm probably just gonna end up foddering off. See, the thing is, I'm trying to save orbs for Cliff, just to see what Cliff ends up being. So I'm thinking of what I'm gonna do, how much orbs I'm gonna save. It's a tie between Tana and Cordelia, just because Tana's stat line is actually really good. But personally, I like Cordelia more. I never really played Sacred Stones, but I have seen a Blitz play of it. So there's that. Personally, if I had to choose between the both of them, I'm probably going to go with Cordelia more, me personally. But Tana herself is really good. So if you guys have not seen her stats, 36 base is good. Continue.
Oh yeah. You know what? It's funny. Like I said, the solar community, we you know, there's so many people that represent so many different characters. I represent Kagero and Spring Kagero, of course. The person who represents Mia, his name is Verve. He also does AI manipulation videos. Definitely check him out if you get the chance. And what he told a whole bunch of us in our own personal solo Discord was like, you know, if you're going to go for one unit, you should go for Tana, because sorry, what is that sound?
Oh, that's the train. I have the window open.
Oh, that's a train. Oh, okay.
So I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was too loud.
Oh, no worries.
It's so
Tana's
hot in here,
Tana's PRF tome would really help out soloers move filler units. But just in general, like, I can see that being a very useful tome. It's something that, like, you know, Grimoire, it's nice to have Noe be able to just move around to places, but Tana means your entire team can move around different accessible areas. And her tome isn't just for infantry and armor, you can also move cavalry, right?
I would have to check that again. I'm not too sure. I think it's armor and infantry. I don't know if it's cavalry. I would have to check that. I don't even have the video to even see.
Hi Kimberly, welcome to the stream.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
I'm a guest character. I'm RedDirac73.
But yeah, so like I said, for everyone that's watching currently, after the stream, I'll try to get his link to his YouTube in the description below. If you do want to, I can also link your Discord for your Discord chat, if that's up to you. That's really up to you. But yeah.
Yeah, at the moment, I don't have a personal Discord. I only belong to a couple shared Discords for FadeTubers, so
Okay.
I don't think I'm authorized to share any of those.
To be honest, all streamers say that just a little bit from time to time. Most people don't catch on to stuff. Let's just say that.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, I'll of course link that in the description below for you guys. I can't do it currently because I don't want to mess with everything. You can join our Discord. I mean, Divas, I don't know if he's talking to you or not, but you can join our Discord if you want to. That's up to you. We currently have so many different kind of Feytubers already there, and some other people too. So there's that.
For sure. You know, I'm personally new to Discord apart from communicating with other YouTubers, but I definitely love to join and just, you know, occasionally pop in, maybe promote my videos a little.
I think having your own Discord chat helps out a lot for your fan base, so that could be a suggestion for you in the future.
At the moment, I currently sit at like 220 subs. Again, I mainly do solo videos for Kagero. I do also do music related videos. I do plan to eventually cover the Fire Emblem 3 houses.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be that could be a fun title. I don't know if it will be or not, but I feel like that's going to be a fun title to play, personally.
Oh yeah, the gameplay looks really cool. And we've never had like a multiple like army before like that, right? So
yeah,
well,
it's doesn't like we'll see when we get more info of it. But yeah, in the future, guys. So for my stream in the future, I do plan getting a Switch so we can do it on stream. So hopefully you guys look forward to that into the future. But as of now, just PC and mobile gameplay, so is that. And so
only one non-hyped houses right now. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So for everyone that is new to me and my streams, of course, I usually just stream daily if I can. Why am I doing this now? I have no clue. I probably should have done this at the beginning of the stream, but why not here? And if people are still watching me here or after the fact, I usually stream FEH and other mobile games, mostly. Computer can't handle gameplay from PC. Don't know why. But there you go. That's a little bit from me. Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy today's live stream. I don't think there's anything else from the data mines. It's just stats by the looks of it. That's pretty much it.
I think so out of the more notable skills that were introduced, the ones that were introduced were Defense Feint 3, Attack Speed Push 3, and Infantry Rush 3. I mean, if we're gonna just give closing remarks on those skills, the Feint skills, I definitely think you shouldn't sleep on them. They're skills that I think as the more available they'll become, the more
people use.
The more I think people will generally see how useful they could be. I think the link skills are a little bit easier to use because reposition is such a really good assist skill. Attack speed push. I don't think we really talked about it that much, but I think it would be really good on units like obviously it kind of forces you to use some type of healing skill, otherwise it's only a one and done type deal.
I thought of I was just thinking about this like earlier, and I was in Strategist Discord chat, and we were talking about builds, and we were talking about like Klein or archers having this fire sweep bow build with that skill, and I just thought, why not just instead of guard go for renewal? So fire sweep, that new A skill renewal, or our healer, mostly probably for renewal, and you could probably go with probably attack smoke or something to lower the stats of the opposing foes. So that could be a build for it. Like, there's a lot of options you can go with this new A skill. Is it better than life and death? I think that's up in the air depending upon, like, what do you think is better? Having it constant, but you losing a lot of defensive resistance? Or do you think it would be better to have it off the bat, no penalties, except that you have to be 100% health, and you lose 1 health after your first combat, which is not like it's 5. It's a lot better than Celica's Ragnarok. I'll say that right now.
Right. I think that there are some units that have those ability to use built-in renewal type effects that can make use of it really well. To where, like, for example, young Tiki, who was, you know, recently on the last legendary banner and is still a couple days in, right, until the banner ends for the new power banner. But young Tiki has usable defense and res. If you give her a plus speed nature or plus attack nature, and her Breath of Fog, you know, does have a built-in renewal effect. So she could actually use attack speed push pretty well, or maybe attack defense push when that comes in.
If we get, ooh, that's something to think about too. That we could get more of those, like this kind of skill in the future, and that's very possible. Personally, I want them to add something like life and death, but change the stats and make it something different. I don't think we ever had something like that. For instance, maybe something that goes for defense and resistance +5, but minus attack and speed -5. Or something not like that crazy, maybe like attack and defense +5, and then the other two minus. I don't know. I kind of feel like they should go...
talking about...
I'm talking about like life and death, like going further with that.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were talking about Fortress Defense and Fortress Res.
I mean, you could, but those are like two different skills. I mean, those... Well, actually, that is correct. What am I saying? Not fully, because it's not two stats that does it. It's only one stat.
Yeah. If there was like a Fortress Defense Res where you got like +3 defense, +3 res, but -3 attack or something, that would be an interesting skill for sure. We still need defense respawn. Really? We don't have defense respawn yet? Oh my gosh,
that's true.
That's surprising. Actually, that would probably be one of the better bond skills, because the bond skills are more defensive in nature, right?
Yeah, that is true, because you have to be right by the unit, so that's like a +5 defensive resistance to the unit?
Yeah.
Or is it by per unit? I can't remember these bond skills. I don't use them all that much at all.
Oh yeah, they're more defensive, and I like to play mixed phase. So, and I'm okay with like drive type skills. Again, something like infantry rush is like, I know you said that you might not like the spacing, but I don't think it's that bad considering I use the Lancino a lot. And being within 2 spaces of Lancina is not that hard, in my opinion. But like, yeah, like a skill that forces you to be like right beside a unit is easier to use on enemy for prepping for enemy phase rather than, you know, using it in a player phase setting.
You're correct. Correct. I never really thought about it too much. I guess it all depends upon what your team setup is. Like, I'm kind of the same deal where I play enemy and player phase. Klein and Axtara's player phase, while the other 2 units usually ends up being enemy phase. So
yeah,
it's just one of those weird... Oh, continue.
Oh no, all I was gonna say was my Kagero, again, like, I like to use close counter, and to make it viable for Kagero, I had to like up her defense game to the highest I could potentially get it. So I ran it with close defense and rogue dagger, which buffs my defense even more with attack smoke too. Going in, it's like it just depends on what the enemy team, right, is like, if you can safely initiate or not to apply that attack smoke debuff. But 9 times out of 10 it's always never within it, so that's where I don't really like the bond skills that much. But I think the bond skills can definitely have a lot more strength with Tana's new, with Tana's legendary tome. You could just move Tana up into a space, move a unit like Fjorm with attack defense bond, like right into a space beside her that you normally wouldn't get into, that's right in enemy phase, and then, or enemy range, and then she'll be ready for enemy phase.
Yeah.
I think there's one of the skills that's higher power ceiling, like the Breath of Wrath, honestly. Higher power ceiling?
We'll see in the future. Like, right now, we really can't see what will end up being. A lot of people are really wanting to go for Infantry Rush, but we'll see if it's actually going to be what people are thinking it's hoping to be. Me personally, I should technically get it, because in most cases, I usually end up doing an infantry team without even thinking about it. and
Right.
and I technically should be using infantry rush. So if it's not going to be foddering the bow, it might end up probably foddering the infantry rush if I decide to put it on someone, which if I do, I have no idea who, but that's for another date, for another time, guys. But personally, if you guys, do you have any last thoughts on this whole banner? Personally, if there isn't, what do you think? Should you summon or not? And we'll go on from there. And then I'll say my take into it too.
You know what? Like I said, most of these units' stats are great. Noir, I think, was it Devious? Someone said on your chat earlier, like, in comparison to Brave Lynn, she doesn't seem that powerful, or Bride Delia for that matter. But in general, the units have really good stats, and I like all of their artworks. I don't actually dislike any of them. But you know, I think we're starting to reach closer and closer to the Choose Your Legends 2. So that's probably where I'd say this is probably a good time to start saving for that if you're interested in pulling for Choose Your Legends Hector or Choose Your Legends Veronica. You know what I mean? Like,
also, don't forget one of them's probably going to be free. Don't forget that.
Yeah, yeah. But even then, like, I definitely want to see what they have to offer for that. We also know that IS is starting to get better with releasing or re-releasing more limited time units. So, you know, re-releasing those banners or adding them to the legendary banners, you know, they're becoming a slight bit more accessible now. So if you're a free-to-play player, you know, I say it's fine to pass. You know, it's completely fine to pass. Infantry rush, like I said, it'll just we don't know. Like, I don't know and you don't know as of how powerful it'll be in the meta yet. But as far as attack push and defense feint, like I said, I'm a huge advocate of the feint skills. They're really I use them to a lot of success, but they're gonna get added to the normal summoning pool eventually. So I'd say you could hold off on the feint skill. As for the push skill, again, unless you're using it on a unit who can heal themselves, I don't think it's worth like trying to put all your orbs down just to grab. You know what I mean? As a skill. So I'd say if you want any of these units personally, like you like Cordelia or you like Noir or, you know, Tana or Ennis, etc., then go for it. That's my motto. If you actually like that character and you know you would spend your orbs on them regardless, then do it. But if you're only pulling for the skills, I don't think the skills are worth pushing for. Maybe infantry rush, but that's a maybe. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, either rates and so they come back later, or go for the unit that you really want. Something that I just thought of, and I usually like to use archers, and a lot of people say like, what do you think about archers and all this stuff and who's better and like that. Personally, if Noir had higher attack, she would be better than Bride Cordelia. She has more speed, but it would have been better if she had more attack. Personally, if you're going to go for Brave Bow, I don't think Noir is going to be worth it, just because 32 base attack, I mean, just look at my Klein. My Klein, what's like 34, no, 35 base attack, I think. It's either 34 or 35. I think it's 35. I'm not too sure. Is it 33? I am not too sure anymore. I'd have to check Klein's stats.
I don't remember either. Hey, this is something that I wanted to bring up while we're still on the chat, right? Would you actually consider pulling Noir just for her bow? Would you use Coco Bow, to some extent?
The problem, the thing is if I do, I'm really, like, I want to, just to help out with life and death. Because if I ever go for Coco Bow, it would probably only be in combination with life and death. Just because of that -5 defense and resistance, the Coco Bow should help out. Klein's going to be more player phase anyway, and I can keep the life and death stats anyway. Oh, hey. Hey Genus, and you're now leaving? Okay, see you. Thank you for stopping by for like a few seconds. See ya, dude. But personally, until they release Fury as a Sacred Seal, I don't personally... I don't want to waste the orbs just to go for Noir and her bow, personally. So I'm probably going to be a pass on me until she comes with the legendary banner. Personally, either Cordelia, second would probably be Tana, third Innis, fourth Noir, if I had to go for who I would go for first. Actually, to be honest, Innis and Tana are kind of tied, because I kind of want to... Guys, I didn't get speed feint, so defense feint, I'm kind of curious on that now, and I might just go for Innis because of that, but personally, I want to save orbs, so I might just completely go for Cordelia, and then wait for the legendary banner. That's my take on things, so, yeah.
Yeah. If I had to number them off personally, I'd probably tie Tana and Cordelia, because Tana looks like a really good filler unit for solos. If anyone who isn't subscribed to my channel, or well, regardless of if you subscribe or not, if you check out my a solo video in the future and you see Tana, then you know that I went for her.
So yeah, like saying that, this is probably my last time saying it, but I will be putting it in the description below after the stream. After the stream, probably being instantly after the stream, if I can get the stream up as quickly as I can, because it's only like a few hours before the batter's actually out, so it'd be kind of useless. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I think...
but yeah, I was just gonna finish off. I think Tana and Cordelia are tied for first for me in terms of pulling, then Noir, then Inner, and that's probably how I'd go. Yep.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We did not get anything from the data mines except just stats. There's really nothing else. So if you guys did enjoy today's live stream with our guest, Red Jurek, I can't, 37? I am so
73.
bad. 73. I almost remembered. Yeah. But anyway.
Thank you guys so much for having me over. I'm Red Jurek 73, Kagero soloist. Please consider checking out my channel. Thank you again for having me so much. It's a pleasure.
And thank you for joining me. Personally, I kind of wanted more, but that's okay. I mean, one person. It's kind of nice to talk to someone than just being by myself sometimes. But yeah, that's personally me. Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. And description below is Discord for both Twitch and YouTube. So go, please check it out if you can. It's up to you. If there's anything else that suits your fancy or catches your eye in the description below, do also check it out. And anyway, you guys know the drill. I'm Zekam11. Good luck on your summons, and I will see you all in tomorrow's live stream, which, if we decide to summon, it might go for Cordelia. Unless I get it as a free summon, then I might just post it on Discord. Anyway, have a nice day, good night, see you guys later. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.